So we talked about digital trips a bit earlier.
Yeah.
So why don't we just step into madness for...
Yeah, go back one step, PY. So those are the four: Alone, Psychedelic, Spider Tank, and Madness. We'll show you a little more of Madness because we've seen a lot of the Spider Tank.
Yes.
It's an homage to older games. I'll say it, Carmageddon. It comes to mind for sure.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. No. None of that.
But in reality, it's just a way for us to give players more
I knew
fun.
you were gonna raise hell to get what you wanted, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure. It's a game that has such a big serious tone to it. At the same time, you don't want to ignore just the pure fun of having quick, light pleasure out of an open world. We just didn't want that to destroy the tone of the game. So by putting that as some kind of a weird drug feeling, then players can decide to have a break of the serious tone and go nuts. I think that the Madness one, and they're all, like Danny said, some kind of homage to something. Madness is an homage to old school open city games, right? Like, but there's also Spider Tank is, you can think Ghost in the Shell's game. You can think old school, like cyberpunk era, but on crack. Like there's the one with there's the one with the cyborgs and the people that's alone, and the enemies have cameras as heads, and that refers a lot to 1984 and those kind of stuff. So
in the realization as well, there's a lot of interesting detail. Like if you take this one, listen to the dialogue and who's talking to you. So it's a little deeper than just a mini game. It represents an emotion of the character.
Yeah, people are talking about the music. They're like, "Yo, this music is rad." It's incredible. Yeah, just
Thank you.
Thank
you.
It's one thing that's worth mentioning, and all of those awesome digital trips were made by the Marceau team, so all the people in France. So we have the luxury of having different studios to work to add content to the game, and I think that's a perfect example of how you can leverage that. When you give huge liberty of creation to a team that have experience, they have a lot of fun doing crazy stuff, and it reinforces the game in a way that makes sense to us. So I think that was a great experience.